Hello and welcome to the Beauty Know-It-All. This is a much promised and much requested video because I'm always banging on about people using antioxidants, and I think that they should be pretty much the first step you use on your skin every single morning. So you would cleanse, and then depending on how you exfoliate, you either will have exfoliated the night before or you'll exfoliate in the morning, and then you let your skin rest for a few minutes and then you apply your antioxidant. And your antioxidant is your barrier between you and the outside world. A lot of products you'll already be using will have antioxidants in them. You'll see things like vitamin C and vitamin E, maybe things like Coenzyme Q10, resveratrol, things like that. These words that you think, I'm not really sure what they do, but they must be good for my skin. Well, pretty much what they do is they prevent your skin from being oxidized by the oxygen in the air. They prevent it from coming under stress when you're unwell or you're exposed to sunlight or too much oxygen pollution. It's basically a barrier between you and the outside world. So they don't really make you look younger in the sense that you won't notice a difference straight away, but use them every single day over time, and they're a little bit like you. SPF, you will thank me eventually. In fact, some antioxidants are so powerful, they've been proven to have a sort of SPF factor built within them. Not that they prevent the UV rays getting to your skin, but they allow your skin to cope with more exposure to the sun. So think of them a little bit like a juice shot in the morning. You're filling your body with natural antioxidants derived from plants. That's exactly what an antioxidant serum will do for your skin. The problem is that most antioxidant serums that are dedicated antioxidant serums tend to come from super high-end brands, and they cost a lot of money. And I was determined to find you some high street equivalents. So let's delve right in. I'm literally going to go behind me and I'm going to go from the cheapest to the most expensive. Okay, let's start with the ordinary. We always have to start with the ordinary when we start with a reasonably priced, super effective skincare product. This is the ordinary resveratrol 3% with ferulic acid, and resveratrol is a phenol derived from plants. So basically it's what they use to protect themselves, and ferulic acid is also an antioxidant as well. Combine the two and what you end up with is, you end up with a super clear, lightweight serum. It feels... Most things with ferulic have a slight oiliness to them. That would be more than enough for your face. You know, a lot of people really like skin oils, and the only reason I'm always pretty much anti most oils is because they tend to be very heavily scented. I actually like the feeling. I actually think at this time of the year in the UK, they are amazing. They're amazing to sleep in at night, although you would tend not to use most antioxidants at night because although obviously your skin oxidizes at night, it's the combination of oxygen and sunlight that makes your skin most vulnerable. That's a nice one to try. And it's so reasonably priced. It's £5.50. Impressive, right? I'm going to go on to something that you might not know is an antioxidant, and that is the ordinary EUK, and it's 0.1%. And EUK 134 is a biomimetic. In other words, it's been made in a lab to copy superoxide dismutase, SOD. I think in fact it's superoxide dismutase and something else, catalase. And superoxide dismutase and catalase are natural antioxidants in your skin that diminish as you get older, or diminish when you're stressed or you're unwell or you've been travelling or you've been exposed to the sun. And what they've done is, obviously, they haven't chopped up human beings to make this. They've looked at it in the lab, seen what the molecule looks like and copied it. And that's what EUK is, and it's actually slightly more expensive for the ordinary. This is £6.90. And you'll notice it's that sort of colour, which is a slightly sort of orangey colour. And when I interviewed Paula Begun the other day of Paula's Choice, everybody said, why were the palms of her hands orange? And it's because she uses so many antioxidants on her skin. She warms them in the palms of her hands first, and then they oxidate on her hands and turn them slightly orange. That one smells of absolutely nothing, and again has a slightly oily texture, but is more lightweight for me. At this time of year, they're really, really lovely to use because obviously your skin is dehydrated, the central heating's on. They're such good value for money. I really love Indeed Labs. Now, do you know anything about Indeed Labs? You must do, because I've spoken about them before. They do a brilliant range of hyaluronic acid products that I really love. So Indeed Labs has got Coenzyme Q10. Now Coenzyme Q10 is another really powerful antioxidant, and generally I prefer my antioxidants to be a blend of antioxidants, because I feel where some work with some, so some might, for example, work really well with pollution, others work better with sunlight, some work better with oxygen, some work better with stress and tiredness and illness, and I kind of like a blend of antioxidants. But if you're going to go for one, Coenzyme Q10 is a pretty impressive one. Your body makes it naturally, and you get it in certain foods, but obviously as you get older you get less and less of it. And do you know that the vast majority of Coenzyme Q10 in your body is stored in your heart, which is obviously the most vital organ? Anyway, the reason I like this one is $16.99, so we're going slightly up in price, but it's super reasonably priced. Is, as you know, I love a milky serum. Now I have to say, you could layer that over the previous two ordinary ones and it would be great, but I would layer that over the next product we're going to talk about, which is my favourite day-to-day antioxidant serum, but it's quite expensive. I love that. I love a milky serum. When you put hyaluronic acid serum on your face, and a lot of people go, oh, it's slightly sticky and I don't really like the dryness and I don't like the tightness, and the same with the caffeine serum and all those other serums. If you just put a milky serum like that on the top, and it works over oils too as well, it kind of breaks that sort of tackiness and just hydrates. That is a really beautiful textured serum. That probably would be enough for me most times of the year. I probably wouldn't need a moisturiser over that. It doesn't smell at all. So that's $16.99, okay? Now I'm going to go up. In fact, I'm not going to reach the one I use most days. I'm going to go up and I'm going to go to Neod Survival. And when these products first, that's obviously from the same company as the ordinary, it's Deciem. When I first saw these products, I thought, oh, I kind of don't really get Survival. There's Survival 0, which is what I've got here. There's Survival 10, 20 and 30, I think. And the 10, 20s and 30s are actually mineral sunscreens combined with antioxidants. And I thought, what was the point of Survival 0? It's simply a really, really powerful antioxidant. It is, let's have a look here, £20. So it's still really reasonably priced. And they call it a network defense serum. Basically what Brandon's done is he's crammed loads of really powerful antioxidants in there, most lab created biomimetic ones. And what you've got is look at the colour of that. I swear that these would give you a tan over time. You've got a sort of, let me put a bit more on there. You've got a sort of mustard coloured serum, which I obviously quite like the colour of. And you know, it wouldn't be ashy on anybody with dark skin. It would be really lovely and flattering. But that's exactly the sort of product that if you use and you don't wash your hands after you apply it, it will probably make the palms of your hands turn a slightly weird colour. But your skin will look gorgeous, trust me. Your skin will thank you for it. So that's Survival. Let's go up a price, shall we? This is one of the products that I mentioned recently, and it wasn't available at the time. Now it is available and it's sold out. But I'm sure it'll come back on the market soon. This is Paula's Choice Resist C15 and it's £45. And this is the one that turned Paula's hands orange. You can actually add this into your serum or into your moisturiser and use it every day. You shouldn't really put it into your SPF, but you can put it into your hyaluronic acid and things like that. It works really well. But Paula and I use it neat on our faces in the hope that, I mean, it's vitamin C, it's really powerful at 15%. You can use it morning and night, it will repair at night, but during the day we were using it to try and lighten any sun damage. And I really like this product. This is super lightweight. It's slightly oily, but because obviously vitamin C is highly reactive, you can't put it into water. The minute you put it into water, it oxidizes. So this is in a really, really lightweight oil. It's lovely to use at night, but if you like using oils during the day, it's definitely worth trying. So it's £45. And then my favourite, I did talk about a dupe for this, which was Zenny, which was still £85. So much money, and a lot of people said to me, God, £85 is still so much, Nadine. I can't even think about spending that on a serum, and I do get it, which is why I've included the Ordinary and Neod and Indeed here. But so that vitamin C is £45. The Zenny one is £85, this is £129, but it's still my all-time favourite antioxidant serum. And this is SkinCeuticals C Ferulic. And I know it's a lot of money, but if money is no object, this is my favourite. And the reason I like it is because I don't like oils. I like super lightweight serums, and this is just heaven. I mean, it's about the same texture as the Paula's Choice one, which means it's considerably lighter than the ordinary two that I first mentioned. And that's what you get when you spend a lot of money. You get a more sophisticated formulation, and it's normally the carrier that's more sophisticated than the actual active ingredient. So this is vitamin C, vitamin E and ferulic, and it's just, I love the smell of it as well. Somebody described it as bacon to me the other day, but I don't, it's more vegetable than that, but it's definitely savoury. I quite like it. I'm a bit of a freak. I don't like scented, as in perfume skincare. I like a skincare to smell if it's active, and that I pretty much love. I use it, well, I've been using it most days. It's just part of a staple of my regime, and I understand it's a lot of money. And then I top it off because I'm ridiculously spoiled, and because I like to break down that oil with something slightly more milky, with my Zoe Skin Health Daily Power Defense. And this is, I mean, do you know what? This is really hard to find in the UK. I think it retails at about £130, but it depends where you get it. Normally you have to get it through a skin clinic. You can get it in the States for some reason. I think it's about $140 in the States. I really like it because I don't like heavy occlusive moisturisers, so I tend to finish off all of my serums in the morning with a pump of that, which is a beautiful lightweight cream serum. It's super lightweight, and the minute you put it on, your skin drinks in the moisture and takes all the active ingredients into it with it. I really like that product. Like I said, if you're very lucky and you've got a fair amount of money and you want to invest it in your skin, I do love that range. So that is antioxidants from, by the way, that's a blend of antioxidants. That's antioxidants all the way from, what did I find the cheapest one at? £5.50 up to, I think that's probably about £130. That's Zoe Skin Health one. But you know, you've got to use them every single day. You're investing in your skin's future. Look how gorgeous and hydrated and slightly tanned my hands are now. I might wake up tomorrow morning and have hands that look 10 years younger. That won't happen. These things are not going to change the way your skin looks overnight. It's a little bit like eating your 5 fresh fruit and veg every single day. You're not instantly going to feel better, but you will look and feel healthier in the long term. And that's essentially what they are. They're your skin's 5 a day. That's your way of protecting your skin. And you can pretty much layer quite a few of them up. Even if you bought 2 of the ordinary and sort of layered them up. Because I like broad spectrum antioxidants. I want as many as I can. It's a little bit like taking a vitamin tablet every day that is A to Z. Think of them that way for your skin. What they're there for is to protect your skin against the daily onslaught of pollution, sunshine, flying, sickness, not eating properly, eating on the run, not getting a good night's sleep. You know, they will protect your skin and make your skin better able to cope. That's my guide to antioxidants. Thank you for joining. I've got the most beautiful hydrated hands now and protected hands. I will see you soon. I'm going to do part 2 of my dupes, which is the lips part, because everybody's been asking for it. And I'm going to test lots of different products, and I'm going to find high street and super high end. Anything you want to know about antioxidants, please ask me below. Anything you particularly like. Everybody always mentions Timeless vitamin C. We don't get it in the UK, so I have real trouble getting hold of Drunk Elephant and Timeless unless I'm in the States. We don't have Sephora here, which means I can't go down to Sephora and buy it, but I've heard really good things about it. I personally have not really tried these products. I've dabbled in and out of a little bit of Drunk Elephant, but unless I go to the States, I don't get the chance to try these things. So if you want to have a discussion below about what you love about Drunk Elephant and Timeless, go for it below. These are what I'm recommending if you live in Europe. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.